What's up, you guys? How y'all doing? TK Profit coming back to do a live trading session. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's jump right in. So, last night we took a look at S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, US 30, Euro USD, Pound USD, AUD CAD, and Euro JPY. Okay. So as far as AUD CAD, on this pair we hit TP1. All right. So we got a dub there. Now we're waiting to see what happens with price right here. So on this 2 hour, it dipped well below our TP1, but rejected at this low. Yeah, there is a bear flag right here that could possibly be retested. Now what I did is I moved all of my positions in profit after price created range right here, right? So once it started to create range after letting us in this trade on our sell limit, I moved everything into profit so we have a risk-free trade. TP1 was just hit as well. So we are in a good position as far as monitoring this setup right here. So the next thing that we are going to take a look at is Euro JPY. All right, cool. So we entered a sell limit on Euro JPY. I noticed the flag right here in the market, but I also used that indicator just to see where it's similar to the EMAs. It just lets you know where resistance could be in the market, right? So I just saw that right above these highs, there was a lot of resistance here. So I used that area to put my stop loss there. Price came really close, but dropped and put us in profit on this trade setup as well. Right now we're about 50 pips away from TP1. So we're going to let this thing run to see how it plays out. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got. So Euro JPY, what did it hit down here? I want to see it hold beneath this 236 level on the field. To ensure that this downtrend will continue, okay? Now, in some cases, you will see a quick spike in your direction if your area of resistance is not strong enough to give you a reversal. You'll see like a quick spike, and then price will pull back and continue in the opposite direction. So right now, what I want to see is price close underneath this 236 and continue this downtrend. Now for the indices that we were taking a look at, well, really everything that we took a look at, it actually, well, turned around without us. We're looking for sales, well, not without us, but it continued that downtrend. We're looking for sales, but we wanted to wait until this level here was hit. Now, the way that things are panning out, if price does not reject at this level to start creating range right here, then we could see price continue down to our third target area. And if that happens, it is okay. Instead of waiting for this sale, we'll be waiting to see how price responds at the lows, as well as how our EMAs shape up to find out when would be the best time to take a reversal from this area. Or we'll just look for the buy, okay? With this approach, you remove the anxiety from trading. You just look at the key levels in the market, trap price by identifying consolidation or range, and then we identify the major level of resistance that's above that area range, and also the major level of support that's below it. And that's what we've done right here. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait. If it comes down to TP3 without hitting that entry area that we established last night, we will take this buy. We'll definitely buy to that level. Now, pound USD gave more of a move than Euro USD. Pound USD actually broke above range and gave multiple candles closing above it. Now, normally when you see this, you'll get a rejection off the highs. But with the way this thing played out with this wick retested this area, then pulled back immediately. After that immediate pullback, we had a retest of this high, which created a lower high. From here, it is possible that price could continue down and retest these structural lows here the same way it did on Euro USD. But again, neither one of those areas look good enough for me to take a trade setup from them. All right. This one would have been cool, but that's on the 30-minute. I was waiting for this level to be hit here. So we will still see a pullback to this area. It's just a matter of when at this point. But what we won't do is force this trade setup. Let's be patient and let this thing develop. Because it is also setting up like a bear flag. Yeah, so let's see how this plays out. Let's go ahead and place another alert below. Range and another alert above it. So a lot of people get killed in the market, but what they are doing is trading or looking for trades in the wrong areas. So for example, if you look right here, all of this was structure, okay? When price was bouncing at this level, it was a structural level of support. Now that price has broken beneath it, it's a structural level of resistance. And with this being a 2-hour time frame, you have a lot of rejections there, so that means that this structural level is pretty strong. Most people try to take a lot of trades down here in the middle of price. Okay? This is where you get killed because you can have some quick spikes, knock you out of your trade setups, and then it goes in the direction that you were looking at originally. So, just to give another example about what I meant about only taking trades from the major structural levels, in cases like this, I'm only going to trade from here or here unless I see something big that lets me know, oh, there's a high probability that I can catch a continuation pattern. Outside of that, I do not play around right here in the middle of price. For the reasons like this that we just showed you with that wick, this wick went up 44 pips and took away everything in a few candles, okay? So it took an hour to get those 44 pips and an hour to take it all back. So I really don't like being in those types of positions. So I want to be clear about the strength of the levels that I enter in before placing these trade setups. Outside of that, just be patient and wait. So that's what it looks like we're faced with today. We didn't look at U.S. oil, but I need to. It came really close, but it didn't quite get there. All right, let's see. If price holds right here, it's a good chance that we'll see this trade being activated. Now, again, we were looking at this level that fell right on this area with the fib, but we do have highs here that we got to take account of, and this trend line is also still prevalent. So that's why we have our stop loss set up in this fashion, just in case price doesn't stop at the 236 level on the fib and we get a wick that retests this structural level here or our trend line. We are still in position as far as our stop loss, where we won't get clipped out of this trade setup. Same thing right here. So we're looking at the same thing with S&P and NASDAQ. Oh, our US 30 activated. So with US 30, I actually moved my entry up a little bit because if you know, US 30 is unforgiving. So this stop loss on US 30, I think it would have been risking almost $300. So I wanted to mitigate that risk and wait until I got a tighter stop loss. I do believe it's going to come back to maybe retest a break above this level, but we'll just see. As of right now, it looks like that would have been a nice area to enter. So perfect wick entry. And drop 305 pips in profit. But that is okay. The sooner that I realized, hey, if you're not in the trade, you're not missing out, the more calm I was able to be as far as executing. It used to create a lot of anxiety watching the trade move, and I had decent analytics done on it, and I wasn't in the trade. Oh man, and dang, they had a heart attack. But when you give in to those emotions, man, you are bound to lose. So I am going to let this thing play out. Again, these two. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to let this thing play out. So normally, in a continuation, we mostly see two bear flags right on top of each other. And in that case, I take the highest one. But on these indices, they had 3 flags back to back. What I didn't want to do is enter in at the second with a stop loss all the way up here. So that's why we chose to look at these trades in this manner, keeping in mind that this is here. And the way these lows were created, it is definitely a possibility that it could pull back again. So, yeah, we'll just stick to that first thought and be patient on these. So that's all we actually analyzed. Yeah, let's get that close, Euro JPY. Oh, yeah. So I tell you what, if Euro JPY manages to close beneath this zone, what we will do is add a new position. But we got 6 minutes left in this candle. If you look right over here, this lets you know how much time you have left in each candlestick. So if we get that close and price manages to drop, that will be a bear flag. We will wait on a retest, add in another trade setup to that position so we can continue to win off the trades that we're already in. So that's something that I start doing versus trying to get in a bunch of trade setups and win on all of them. If I'm in a trade setup that's already winning and the momentum is strong, pushing in the direction that I chose to take, then I am going to continue to add to this position. How did I miss that at 3:30? I was up. Like this, for example, this was a bear flag. Once that bear flag was created, price dropped, pulled back and retested it, and price continued to the downside. So that would have been an area that I would have added to my position on this sell. Nice work. So we're up almost 50 pips on this. Okay, young babies, young guys, it looks like we might need to just go walk outside. We don't have a lot of news today, so this will be it as far as the impulses. Of course, we could still get some more downward momentum in this trade, but it will definitely not be worth me sitting around. So I'm going to let the trade setups run that I already have. Okay, look at this. This thing will be back at some point. We'll just look for an area that we could take, probably right around here. we'll look at this area. Because again, like I told you guys, when I'm looking at continuations, I'm looking at all of the rejections in that area. Got multiple rejections right here above, showing that this is a micro level of support. I call it a micro level because it happened on the 15-minute time frame. If it was a 4-hour, the daily, I would look at it as more of a macro level of structure because of the time frame. So if this level is retested, which just so happens to fall right on the 236, we'll look at that as a possible level to add to this position on AUD/CAD. Just set that alert. Okay, gold retested support, then pulled back again. So this is a 2-hour. The example that I was just giving you about the 15-minute, each candle represents 2 hours. So there is more rejections at this level. So this will be more of a macro level of support in comparison to the 15-minute. And this is also another example about those wicks that I was telling you about. Let's say you thought price was about to buy at this micro level of support right here. You were in that buy, and 9 o'clock hit, and it just took your soul. But with this being a macro level of support right here, if you only take trades from those levels, like I said, so major level, if you only take trades from major levels, you avoid these crazy wicks. Now, is it possible to trade in the middle of price? Yes, it is, but it takes a little more skill and precision. So if you are starting out, I would suggest highly that you learn how to identify these areas and use them in your advantage, okay? Use them to your advantage. But another big thing that we talk about, patience. Patience, this is patience. We're about to end this session. There is nothing that we could actually take advantage of, so it is no need to sit around and stare at the market. That's what I like about this thing. When it pays you, it will pay you. But it also gives you opportunities to just go balance yourself, realign, and do something different. Okay, so we didn't get that close. V, what up? Yeah, go realign, go do something different. If it's not there and it's not available, don't force anything. Don't force anything at all. So V, you made it just in time for us to go. But we still got a TP hit with AUD/CAD. All right, so we took AUD/CAD sale. I believe it was a 4-hour? No, 1 hour. Yeah, from this bear flag here. And TP1 got hit right now. It looks like we could get another bear flag. If so, yes, I did. I took a Euro JPY at this flag right here. And I used the cloud to figure out what was a good place to put our stop loss. So I put the stop up here above these highs. You see, it came kind of close, and then it dropped in our favor now. But still want to keep an eye on it because we got this flag right here. We need to see what's strong as far as the momentum. We put this limit order in last night. Yeah, so this limit order was put in last night. AUD, CAD, that one was placed last week. We just left it alone. Yep. So I noticed this last week. This was Friday. It created a lower low, then pulled back and let us in this trade setup. So that's what patience gives you guys. You could have started crying and shit. Like, oh no, I missed the trade, price dropped without me. But you learn how to use these tools that we have at our disposal. Shit. It's always a means, always a way. But yeah, so S&P 500, NASDAQ, and US 30 all rejected at that second. Well, this one hit the third one, US 30. But I moved that entry up because of this daily flag right here. That looks suspect. So what I didn't want to do was rush and call 3 bad trades on the indices. Oh man, no good. Especially the way US 30 moves. So we'll still wait on that. You see, we got a structural level of support forming right here. Same thing on the others. All of this could possibly be support. We'll just have to see how price responds. Either way, we're in a good position. If it continues to go, we just wait on this major level to be broken right here and look for a continuation pattern. All right. So far, okay, I just told you guys. Yeah, this thing is wild. This is definitely why I don't play around in the middle of price. But yeah, so I was telling you that this thing could possibly reject right here, and it did. So we'll still wait. If it hits TP3, we'll look for a buy. If it breaks above this area of range, we'll wait until it reaches this structural level here to see if we can get that sell. Outside of that, we are leaving these things alone. So thank you guys again. V, you didn't miss much, man. The market was kind of slow today. No real news creating any volatility. So we'll just keep it moving. But I appreciate you for hopping on, man. And we will get back live tonight. Let's see. So V, I may start on Facebook for about 30 minutes. And then we'll go to the Discord. But thank you guys for your time, man. We getting out. Y'all keep checking in for wins. Wins just went in profit on a few. We need to let the others run. If you guys need to learn how to set up your trading accounts, head over to our website, ProfitTakersEU.com, and get access to our free courses. Structure Breaking, that's our free trial for the mindset to help you develop mentally before stepping into this arena with the Lions. Then we have our free 9-day course to help you learn how to place, monitor, and leverage your setups properly. So once you follow along with us, you're always in a good position. All right, so go ahead and take advantage of these tools. This Structure Breaker Mindset series has been beautiful for the people that use it so far. Our 6-week journal goes along with it because writing and speaking things into existence go hand in hand together. When you start writing and reading things that you have in your mind as far as your thoughts and use your voice to speak them, they become much more powerful. And we also have books for the do-it-yourselfers. We got 6 steps to trading with consistent results. It covers everything that we use in our live charting and trading sessions. Then we have our log books to track your process, your progress, all right? All right, don't forget to go check out the merch. Everything is available on our site, ProfitTakersEU.com. And last but not least, guys, remember you are one trade away from living. Keep that. Why fight to stay the same? Let the streets know. Okay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Y'all leave with that energy. Keep your energy up.